and welcome. Perhaps you're browsing through property listings right now in search for a property to make a home or an investment venture. But just before you settle on something that has caught your eyes, stay with us for a highlight on a whole load of prime properties you may want to compare. We will also go beyond on why a smart property shopper gives location, location, location more priority before signing the dotted line. More on the lineup, a conversation with the leading real estate service provider on solutions simplifying the tedious property acquisition process.
Our motivation was to transform the lifestyle of Kenyans by enabling them to own homes. And not only homes, to give them quality lifestyle that comes with the homes.
The accessory spot, giving your kitchen that sleek facelift. A new mortgage deal in town that could make you the next homeowner.
We've been doing mortgage business for a very long time. We have very exciting solutions for our customers.
Advice on navigating the home ownership process.
Get a lawyer on board. The lawyer will do a search. They will establish the history of this property.
Here at the Property Show, we read, analyze and interpret the curve and market dynamics which help make informed decisions. Keep your questions and comments coming on our Twitter and Facebook pages, and let's engage. Let's get started. As always, there is something for everyone. Living in the urban suburbs has its many advantages, especially for those who can't help staying upbeat with every trend and style. Kileleshwa is one urban suburb that has stood the test of time as a distinguished urban haven with prestigious amenities, clean and tidy streets, high security and beautiful projects. Reasons why this neighborhood remains Nairobi's upper middle class playground. Our property pick of the week is right in the heart of this breathtaking skyline. Let's take a look.
Vue Claire Place Apartments is located off Siaya Road, Kileleshwa. True to its name, Vue Claire, French word for clear view, this development offers magnificent views of the city. These apartments consist of 3-bedroom units with a plinth area of 225 square meters and 2-bedroom units of 160 square meters. The apartments have fine finishes, high ceilings, large aluminium framed windows, and bamboo flooring in the living areas. Accommodation features include spacious lounge, dining area, spacious balcony, a fully fitted open-plan kitchen with granite countertops, cooker, oven, microwave, dishwasher, and double-door fridge. Pantry and a large Dolby area, DSQ for one with separate entrance, and all bedrooms are en suite. Salient features include perimeter wall with electric fence, CCTV, cargo parking for 2 vehicles per unit, gym, 2 high-speed lifts, fiber internet, borehole, generator, solar water heating, and entertainment area on the rooftop. This development is located off Siaya Road, Kileleshwa. Schools in close proximity include Kenya High School, Kileleshwa Primary, Kenton College, Braeburn, Braeside, St. Austin's, Lavington Primary and Secondary, and Strathmore. Hospitals within the vicinity include Aga Khan Clinic at Valley Arcade, Nairobi Women's and Nairobi Hospital. Yaya Center, Lavington Mall and ABC shopping centers are all within 15 minutes of the apartments, providing other social amenities including banks and restaurants.
When buying property, take a long view of what the area you're buying into might pan out to look like in the future. Does it look like a flood zone? Are developers keen on being environmentally friendly? What sort of amenities are likely to crop up in the area? Is it a controlled development or to each with their own style? When you factor these considerations early enough, you will be sure to pick a location that will always appreciate in both value and standards of living. And that is smart real estate shopping. Next, insights on delivery of seamless, valuable investment solutions from the leading real estate service provider. Let's hear more. Asante sana for having us and welcome to the Property Show.
Thank you, Nancy.
Give us an overview of Enkavilla and why you took this direction.
Enkavilla is a real estate organization. Our core business is in land and housing, and specifically not all areas around land. Our specific areas is for people looking to own land with the aid of having homes or having investments that they can get good returns on investment. So the journey started 3 years back, and our motivation was to transform the lifestyle of Kenyans by enabling them to own homes. And not only homes, to give them quality lifestyle that comes with the homes.
Take us through the journey from where you've been, where you are today, and what we should be expecting going forward.
The journey has been long and short, and definitely very exciting, of course, coupled with a number of challenges. We started our first project along in Kajiado County. Just after Kitengela, there is a town called Isinya. And our choice of the first property was very key because that was our flagship project. So we took a project that is 70 acres. What we were selling is a lifestyle that will enable people to own something that they consider has value and ultimately gives them the opportunity to own homes at the end of the purchase and the investment. So we took this property, which is right on the highway, on the busy Nairobi-Namanga road. And if you drive, it's one of the big projects around that road. We have a private driveway that spans from the highway right into our project. And we planned it to have the amenities that people would be looking for. So talk of the basic amenities, water, talk of power because people need power to light their houses. Sewer, we haven't got, of course, a lot of advancement on sewer in that area because some of these require also work done by the county governments and also the national government. But having said that, of course, we have also come up with technologies and ways that people can be able to use sewer, things like biodigester and such things. But most interestingly, we also have put up other things that are superior. We have given people access roads because you've seen a lot of people doing homes in most of the satellite towns like Kitengela, Isinya, Juja, and the likes. But a lot of developers have not provided very good infrastructure. So you'll find people, yes, they have the homes, but they cannot get there when possibly the season is not right. So we did very, very good roads, and people came and they were able to identify that this is a place that I would want to own a property. We also provided areas where people will have schools. We have an area set up, and not a small portion of land. We are talking of an area set up for 28 acres for a school and a hotel, because we are looking at giving people all services within that environment. So we also have areas for shops, we have areas for kindergartens, and when you buy a portion of that project, then you become an owner of all those amenities. And The good news is that that project, having been the flagship project, we were able to dispose more than 90% within 9 months. And you're talking of a project that will have 300 homes. We found some people who had started before us, and we were able to complete. And that informed us of how we shall be able to take up our next project. The price was actually even slightly above what the other people were offering, but people identified with the quality of the services.
Especially if you provide infrastructure.
Exactly.
I find every developer who is providing basic infrastructure that works are able to sell off their products quicker.
Exactly, because right now, today's customer have access to information.
Yes.
They'll compare. They'll check you and they'll ask you, what have you done? Can you show us projects that you've done? Because they've also gone through some painful experiences.
Exactly.
So when they come to you, they'll be scrutinizing further. So if you are that organization, if you are that organization that gives them hope, that shows them that yes, we promise that you've delivered, then you can go with them far.
So what projects are you holding at the moment, and what should we be expecting going forward?
Yes, so our entry point was buy, build projects in Kitengela. We have also in Isinya, we have in Juja, and we also have some in Konza for people who are also looking at maybe speculation at such kind of investment opportunities.
Break down what you mean by buy to build. What exactly are you offering?
The buy to build comes with the following. One, land. When you say land, you're saying that you get that plot with ownership documents, with a title deed. Number two, we provide security through perimeter fences. We've done stone wall within that project. Three, we build roads. Roads to the project and within the project. That gives you access to your doorstep, to your gate. Then water. Because if you're going to stay in a place that you don't have water, again, you'll not enjoy that home, you'll not even live there. So we've put adequate water through drilling of boreholes that people will get 24-hour supply of water. Then we have power, ready for connection to their homes when they build. The other thing that we provide is to ensure that we also set up within the community, because our projects are more community driven, because we want people to live like a community. Is also we set up places like playfields for young children. We set up places with shops for people to be able to shop when they're within that project. Over and above that, because ready to build is not enough when you just own land with the infrastructure. A lot of people are also looking at, after I own this, again, how do I build? So we also have architects. You come, you sit with us, we design the house that you want, how you want it to look like. Of course, we have controlled development in all our projects. So you're not going to have someone putting a shunt next to your good house, because we believe that someone wants decent houses. That's why they've come to us. So we bring architects who are able to do drawings that suit your needs. And we've seen people who spend enough time with our architects, come in as couples, come in as groups, and they're able to achieve a house that they would want to see. Then the next phase is after that, we're able also to advise you on the cost of these houses. How much will it cost you? Because most people have started construction without knowing how much it will cost, and then you get them storing, because they would either have done the house different, at different size, at such things. So we help you in pricing and doing what you call the bill of quantities for you to know how much it will gonna cost you. Then we get into the construction phase. We help you get through the approvals from the relevant authorities. So you don't have to worry about, I have to go to the county and do this. We do that for you.
So you're giving me A to Z solution.
A to Z. You don't have to be worried that after I buy this land, how again will I own this house? And of course, after all that is done, we again have what we call groups within the community, whereby you'll be able to take care, even after Nkavila has completed these projects, you're able to take forward things to do with lighting of the estates and such things. Wow. So you become a member of a club within the estate.
I know that real estate is not a walk in the park.
You're right.
I have been in this industry for long, so I know that whereas it sounds very sweet and beautiful, there are so many challenges that you've gone through. Take us through some of the challenges and how you've overcome them.
Yes, you can say that again. Real estate, of course, as much as it's seen to be very luxurious and looking very good, it comes also with a package of challenges. So one obvious challenge is, of course, we have many players now in the industry, and some of them have not delivered on their promises. And of course, when people view the players, they tend to look at all of them as if they do the same things. So you'll have people who come in with questions because they have a bad experience. And for us, that was a challenge, but now because of what we've done, our past record, we've been able to overcome that. Because every new person who comes, they're able to get a site tour to our projects, and then they're able to say, wow, this is well done.
And they talk to the customers who
they can also get, exactly, they also get referrals. And actually one of our strong marketing tool is actually referrals from people who have dealt with us. So that has worked for us, but of course, if people within the industry are able to deliver, then collectively as players, of course, we'll be able to do much better. The other area, of course, within the real estate industry is around people accessing capital to be able to invest. Of course, most people do not have, may not have ready money to buy some of these projects. So that is a challenge because, again, people want to own, but they cannot afford the lump sum. So how we've done it, of course, within the organization, we've taken it as a real problem. So we've, of course, done the payment plans for people who come in. They can go to pay over a period of time, simply paying a deposit and then spreading the payments over a longer period of time. And that has helped people, of course, to afford. And that's where we align ourselves around affordability. The other thing is, of course, bringing partners close to us so that the customers do not have to struggle to look for partners who can finance them. We've partnered with credible banks. We've partnered, of course, with SACCOs. We've also been able to bring on board options where we can advise people how they can be able to take up projects and then they're able to afford them over a long period of time. So those are some of the avenues that have been able to use to help people afford the properties. The other thing that we've seen, of course, as a challenge is the political stability within the country. Real estate, of course, is one of the heavily affected industry when you talk of the politics. We just came from a very extended political period, and most people had their fears. But on the inverse of that, I think it's a learning that Kenyans need to know that as a country we are very resilient, and we need to take the learnings because we bounce back and we bounce back very fast. So yes, the challenge was there. We had very few sales during that time. But what are we saying now? Politics will always be there, but definitely everyone needs homes. So it's an advantage if someone is able to understand the cycle of investment. Buy, because sometimes the prices are even more attractive during that time. And then you can be able to enjoy the appreciation after the politics.
Whether you are searching for a luxury estate, land or commercial space, Enkavilla Properties is set to simplify the tedious process of property acquisition by offering professional services. With just 10%, you can secure a piece of land and pay the rest in installments spread across 12 months. Enkavilla Properties have projects in various locations including Isinya, Kitengela, Juja and Konza, giving you a wide range of projects. The properties are fully serviced and include the following features: perimeter fence, water-drilled boreholes, electricity on site, high-standard roads and community centers.
From plots, decent affordable houses, apartments, dream homes, as well as mortgage advice, at First Avenue, we simplify the process of getting onto the property ladder, and we are a dial away. The kitchen is the heartbeat of every home. It's where life happens, not to mention a place where both beauty and functionality meet. Do you want to upgrade your kitchen? Next, tips that will come in handy.
The kitchen occupies a highly visible space in a home and might occasionally need a remodel for a fresh feel and an injection of style and personality. Select a color scheme. Dark accent walls with neutral colors are highly functional for the kitchen. You'll want to choose a color palette that expresses your personal style. Kitchen cabinets are the focal point of any kitchen and will set the tone for the look and feel of the entire space. Instead of replacing or refacing, transform worn-out cabinets by buffing and repainting for a beautifully handcrafted look. Add a coat of your favorite paint color for the finishing. Transform worn or damaged laminate countertops with innovative long-lasting marble or granite. Pay attention to details. You can also transform the kitchen cabinet hardware with a few coats of spray paint. They will look brand new. Also, take the time to replace damaged drawer handles.
Just a touch of creativity and you have a sparkling space. Whether your style is contemporary, traditional, or a bit of both, and you're looking to remodel your space, just call on us. Our interior designers are at hand to help you. Next, there is a new mortgage deal in town. You can now buy a home, refinance your existing mortgage, purchase a plot and construct, or move your existing mortgage balance, all at competitive interest rates and on reducing balance. You'll get this and much more from CBA. Let's find out more. Give us an overview of CBA home ownership offerings and solutions.
For CBA, we've been doing mortgage business for a very long time. We have very exciting solutions for our customers, and our customers can be able to pick an array of products. Some of the products we have at CBA, we have plot purchase. If, for instance, somebody wants to buy a residential plot, we'll be able to finance. And we finance for a maximum period of 5 years. Besides that, also we have construction loan. You find that most Kenyans, they don't want to buy already made or already constructed property. So what do they want to do? They construct a house depending on their taste and preferences. So we're able to finance somebody and able to work with someone who wants to construct a house. And for this, we finance the construction loans for a maximum period of 25 years. But the construction loan, the construction term is 9 months. So within 9 months, someone should be able to have completed to construct their property.
Let me understand. You can give me a loan to purchase a plot, and at the same time, you can give me a loan to construct my house. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That is what you call buy and build. So buy and build is you buy a plot, and then you also build. So these two processes, they run simultaneously. You acquire the plot in your name, and then you're able to construct. So we call it buy and build, and we're able still be able to finance for a maximum period of 25 years. Besides that, we also have other products in our shelves, and some of these products is we have equity release. For equity release, you already own this property. This property is already in your name. So what do? You need cash either to buy another property. So what do? You walk into any CBA branch. You can be able to walk into a property center, and we'll be able to give facility or be able to give a loan against that property. And for this, we advance a loan for a maximum period of 25 years. The other product we are proud of is the 105 Own Your Own Home. This product, I may say we are pioneers in the industry, and this product, but the reason why we came up with this product is we realized that many Kenyans want to own properties. They want to own their own homes, but they don't have the capacity to buy these products or to buy these properties. So what we do, we finance up to a maximum 105%, and for this, the customers will be able to pay for the property and as well as pay for the other incidental costs. You know,
your closing costs.
The closing costs. You find that owning a property, there's so many costs that come with ownership of a property. So what we do, we enable the customers to be able to pay for some of these costs through this product, the 105 Own Your Own Home.
Let's break down. If I'm buying a property today, one of the properties we are advertising.
Right.
You're telling me instead of me paying my 10% deposit, you can pay the entire amount, including stamp duty.
Exactly. We're able to pay the stamp duty, which is usually in between 2% to 4%, as well as either the valuation fees or legal fees. So it's at your discretion as a customer to be able to choose what you want the bank to pay. But what we usually pay is a stamp duty as well as the legal fees.
Wow. How do I apply, and what are the qualification criteria you look for when one is applying for a mortgage?
We look at two critical things when you're applying for a mortgage or for property finance. Basically, we call it a property finance loan. So if, for instance, you're looking for a property finance loan, we look at your income. It's not necessary for you to be in employment. You can also be in business. You could be receiving rental income. You could be in consultancy. We'll be able to give you...
I could be a hustler.
Even though you're a hustler, you'll be able to give you a facility. We'll be able to work with you and give you the best solution that fits according to your income. Yes, we'll be able to work with you through the journey. Besides that, we have a dedicated team that are relationship managers that are able to work with you throughout the mortgage journey. You find that people look at the mortgage journey as very cumbersome, as well as very tiresome.
And very scary.
And very scary. And what we do at CPA, we have dedicated relationship managers who are able to work with you step by step, day by day, and ensure that this process is made simple and very seamless.
Take me through the mortgage journey.
Once you walk into a property center with your documentations or even with your income details, we're able to advise you that, Nancy, you qualify for X amount of money, you qualify for 10 million. With this, that we find very many customers, when they're coming to the bank, they don't know what they're looking for. Hence, we're able to work with them and advise them and tell them, you qualify for 10 million. So for these customers, they go ahead and start looking for a property of 10 million. For this, we help them to look for this property. How do we help them? We have our property center, whereby we display so many properties, as well as we have partnered with quite a number of developers. So we showcase so many properties. So what we try to do is to offer all property solutions under one roof. So a customer doesn't have to go and look for a property. So once this customer gets this property, then we're able to qualify and tell them the loan has been approved within a period of 2 to 5 days. And someone will be able to get an offer letter. Once you get this offer letter, the next step is to be able to value the property, and we start off the legal process. And so once this legal process is done, the property is registered to your name. And the next thing is we pay the vendor or the developer, and there you get the keys.
We are taking a short break. Still to come.
We are not going to make customers buy what they don't need. We will take care of that technology, and we will give them managed services.
Once you have a title, do not rest. Go back to the Registry of Lands, do another formal search. Have that search to confirm that I am the registered owner of this property.
Don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.
Windsor Golf Course offers state-of-the-art conference facilities. It also offers one of the world's best golf course. We upgraded our link because we needed to make sure all our guests access our streets when they are connected to our internet. Telkom has provided us with high bandwidth, which allows all our guests to enjoy fast internet speeds. Telkom Enterprise has been able to offer 24-hour support, which allows that our guests will never experience any downtime. Telkom Enterprise puts the enter in enterprise.
Telkom Enterprise, enhancing business growth.
Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Telkom continues to offer reliable and quality services across the country. Let's find out more.
If you look at the whole conversation around the world at the moment, there's a lot of digitization and digital transformation, efficiency improvement. So at Telkom Kenya, we are looking at where are we at, and we see there's a niche at the SME level. So one of our key focus is to develop ready-to-use services, more software as a service, where there's very minimal need for expertise in the SME side. All the technicality and the intelligence sits on our side. So that covers your cloud conversation in terms of product areas, and it also plugs into the business continuity. So because when you develop these cloud-based solutions, you already plug into business continuity. Take that conversation to the upper end of the tier, where we're looking at the corporates and primary places like FSI. FSI basically means financial insurance services. Yeah, so that's basically the areas that deal with the financial services. This will include banks, insurance underwriters, the agencies, the brokers. Now, for them, it's the micro environment affects them much, and even the macro in terms of regulatory issues. So the cloud conversation still sits with them, and the products that, so it's more of managed hosted solutions. That's what we are taking to the market. And we are looking from the voice solutions to, trying to get all these services that require technical expertise within these institutions and bring them back. So the total cost of ownership sits with the provider. Currently, one of the challenges you find, companies buy equipment, and after 2-3 years, they have to buy a new set. In their books, that doesn't reflect well. It's not their business. Their core business is to serve. So that's the kind of products we are pushing in. So we are basically looking at unified communication, which will cover your hosted PBX. It will cover your audio conferencing. It will cover your, contact center solutions. And contact center spreads again across the board and covers public sector. There's a lot that's happening right now. Government is digitizing, but the digitization process is seemingly faster than the adoption. So there's a lot of training required. So we're looking at developing solutions that can aid and reduce cost to avoid the face-to-face training. So they can call into a contact center and they get trained. Call it on the job, or as they do it practically. It's cheaper. It's been a learning journey, and this means both from the providers, you're going to market which is not ready. So you got to do a lot of market education first, then go into the adoption process, and in that then you need to convert them to buy the services. So we find, if you look at it, we find a lot of adoption improving now. Before, when we started, where we were asking people just to bring their machines to our co-location centers, it took much longer compared to now, where we attend. They don't even bring the machine. We already have them in a virtual environment. And regulation is also helping that journey now, because then some of them have to respond to regulatory requirement and compliance. So by that, when they come to us, we already have what will help them, meet their requirement in which the different segments. One thing we notice is price is a key issue right now. And if you look at the happenings that has led us to now, last year was a very painful for the business community. So we are very sensitive to be able to deliver affordable prices for optimal services. So, and that's why we are saying we are not going to make customers buy what they don't need. We will take care of that technology, and we will give them managed services. And that should be able to help them grow and do their core businesses. So if you look at it from a particular product perspective, we are looking at managed services as a key area. So we're looking at, if you look at the companies that have branches, so we're looking at giving them a managed wide area network. Basically means the customer pays us one check at the end of the month, and our responsibility is to connect these branches together to the HQ, and they get the services. So it is more of a service conversation, service level agreement conversation. For this value, you will get this availability. So that would cover in terms of the infrastructure connectivity. Then we are looking at pumping in at the next level the services themselves, so that as opposed to scenario now where you have to buy some of these applications and software and pay over a period of 3 years or hold licenses for 3 years, we are saying we're going to give you a solution that you pay per month. When you need it, you pay for it. When you don't need it, you don't pay for it. That makes it flexible. Example, currently, if you have employee base of say 60 and you focus to grow to 100, when you are spending be it on your PBX, you will buy for 150. The unfortunate thing is, by the time you're growing to 100, they will tell you, no, this technology is already outdated, you need to upgrade. So you always have some money that you never utilize. So when we bring pay as you go, then it means you pay for what you need, and us as a provider, the value we are giving back to the business community is we will take care of the technology, because that's our core business. We know we will manage the back end.
Indeed, Telkom is building solutions, taking us to the future. Visit any of their outlets countrywide and get connected. What does it take to start and build a successful business? Come meet and engage successful women in the built environment and learn how to scale your business and grow.
When you understand why you're in a place, you bring in professionalism, you bring in excellence.
That time for advice on navigating the home ownership process. Today, we are talking to a lawyer with experience in land and property purchase. Let's hear what she has for us. Karibu sana Jackie on the show.
Thank you, Nancy.
Who is Jackie?
Jackie is a lawyer, 8 years experience in land issues and related transactions, including litigation, and therefore I interact a lot with people who are buying and selling. And the industry is very exciting as it is now, and I'd love to give you some pointers on that. Other than that, I am a sister. I'm the third born in my family, so I'm that sibling who was never hugged enough. And therefore
Fight for attention.
Yes, I fight for attention a lot and all that, and therefore I'm also very ambitious. I think where you're born in the family determines what you become in life. So that's who I am.
Wow. And how have you seen the real estate evolve?
It's becoming very interesting because people are more open to buying and selling. People are also more discerning, and people are looking at buying property, not just, there was a trend in the past where you just bought property to sit there and wait for the value to go up.
Yes.
Things are changing a lot, and people are actually buying to make money. So it's about wealth creation these days.
And what are the biggest challenges you're seeing as people are navigating in this process?
The biggest challenge is lack of information or ignorance. People are not sure where to go, what to do, and therefore they see land and they just think the next thing is to buy and pay money, which is not actually the thing that you should be doing, because you have to do your due diligence. You must know, how well do I know this land? You have to find that it fits your needs. It's like buying a dress. You must know that it fits me. I love green, I love this. So when you're buying property, it's the same procedure. Do I love this land? Does it suit the needs I want to do? If you're looking at it as an investment, will it suit me? Will it make money for me? Will it do what I want it to do? On the other hand, if you're looking to raise chicken in Kitengela, does it suit that particular purpose? So you must know this land so intimately that when you're going on to buy, you're sure that this is a land you want to buy. So it must suit your needs, and you must do your due diligence as well. Number two, you must involve lawyers and surveyors. You cannot afford to take shortcuts. What most people do is they put money, they sign a sale agreement.
No, they see the land, and the next thing they are signing the sale agreement and they are paying.
In fact, what they tell you is, I have a sale agreement, look at it, I will pay you 2,000, and then I need to pay the money by 1 p.m. That time, you as a lawyer are a stranger to this land. You've not even had a chance to advise. Does that kind of property even have titles? So later is when they give you the full details that it didn't have a title. I didn't know this guy who was selling to me. He was introduced to me by a relative. So all this information comes after the deal has gone bad. But what you're supposed to do actually is to have all this information before you pay even 1 shilling for that transaction. So get a lawyer on board. The lawyer will do a search. They will establish the history of this property. They'll go as far as finding something called a green card, which gives you the history of that property. Where did the history begin? When was it mapped? Who was the first owner and the second and the third? So that you're not just buying this land, you're actually buying into the whole history. They will also establish who is this person selling. Because we've had very many issues where a stranger comes to you, they give you an ID, they give you a PIN and passport, and they tell you, I'm the owner, buy. So you put in your money only to realize this person, he sold the property, has come out, but they are actually called Otieno. You've already put in your money, so it's too late. So lawyers come in to raise questions, to seal all the loopholes.
Finally, let's talk about your own journey and the experiences.
It's been very exciting. I started this journey some couple of years back. It was my first job. And what I did is I joined a SACCO, and they were selling the property. They had a housing fund that were helping people buy property. And I was a bit intimidated at first because I thought this is quite a lot of money. I'm not even earning this amount. So I didn't believe I could buy such property. But what I did is I said, it really can't be this tough. People have made it. So what I did is I put in a standing order in the bank where my salary was going, and it would deduct money directly into the SACCO. And it was very hard for me to realize that I'm actually buying property. So it was kind of seamless because I was employed throughout that time. And before I knew it, I was a property owner. Yes, it was very exciting. Also because the terms were very good. There was no pressure for you to complete paying within this short period of time. It was relaxed. But what I realized is you must take very clear steps. You must not live beyond your means. You must know your target and put enough sacrifices that are required for you to achieve those dreams.
And paint a picture of your dream home.
My dream home is set on a hill, bushy, with trees all around. It has to be a small house, about 3 bedrooms. I am not really into big, huge houses. I find them to be it's like they suck up your air.
And your energy.
And your energy. So I want a nice, fitted, white castle on a hill.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has to be beautiful. I'm into white. I love white because it has an old soul quality to it. So that's my dream home. A garden. It has to be quiet and breezy. I want to hear the birds chirping in the morning, possibly with a river somewhere. You know those small rivers that just go with the stones. I'd want to wake up to that, standing in the balcony, and you sing the trees and landscapes and birds, and then the water, just singing the song.
Wow.
Yes.
Asante sana.
Yes, thank you.
It's that time for Property Gallery with deals you can grab today. Remember the secret code when buying property. Location, location, location. Let's hear more.
Sherwood Apartments. Located at Riara Close of Riara Road are these modern, beautifully finished apartments. Sherwood Apartments boast a total of 72 executive apartments, 37 apartments of 3-bedroom, 2,280 square feet, 27 apartments of 3-bedroom, 2,334 square feet with master balcony, and 8 apartments of executive 4-bedroom duplex apartments, 3,818 square feet. Accommodation features include spacious lounge opening to the balcony, separate dining area, kitchen with pantry, doby area, 3 and 4 bedrooms all en suite. Salient features include 24-hour security service, perimeter wall with electric fence, street lights, curb row surfaced driveways and parking bays, community center, children's playground, swimming pool, gym, borehole facility, lifts, solar water heaters, and backup generator for common areas. Located in the heart of Kileleshwa on Oloitoktok Road, King's Pearl Residency is a fully furnished 3- and 4-bedroom apartment only 10 minutes drive from the CBD and Westlands and 5 minutes from Yaya Center. Accommodation features include spacious living room, dining area, balcony, open-plan kitchen, Dobby area, 3 bedrooms ensuite, spacious master ensuite bedroom with walk-in closet, ensuite DSQ with independent access from main lobby. Salient features include 24-hour manned gate, perimeter wall, electric fence, CCTV cameras, Cabro paved driveway, ample parking space, 2 separate elevators, 3-phase water lines with individual meters, generator for backup lighting, banquet or party halls to entertain guests or hold meetings, indoor swimming pool, fully fitted gym, children's play areas, 20-seater mini theater, sauna and lounge spaces. Marini Apartments is an exclusive residential development located in Kilimani. The project consists of 24 3-bedroom apartments and 24 4-bedroom duplexes, all en suite. This project has an ease of access to Hallingham, Gong Road, Lavington and City Centre. Accommodation features include fully furnished apartments, spacious lounge opening up to the balcony, separate dining area, open modular kitchen with quartz stone platform, kitchen pantry, Dobby area, bathroom with Turkish accessories and Italian design sanitary ware. The salient features include intercom system, CCTV in common areas, perimeter wall with electric fencing, swimming pool, gym, 2 parking slots per unit, high-speed elevators, multi-purpose community hall, Cabro surface driveways and parking bays, children's playground, borehole facility, solar water heaters, and backup generator for common areas.
A smart property shopper thinks location, location, location before signing the dotted line. So what's in it on location and what should you look out for? First, a safe neighborhood. Secondly, easy access to public transit and social amenities including schools, hospitals and shopping centers. And finally, access to electricity, water and sewer lines. If you have more ticks than crosses on these factors, that's a deal and it's a great investment. That's it for today and thank you for watching The Property Show. See you next week with more investment opportunities. Keep your questions and comments coming on our Twitter and Facebook pages and let's engage. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri!